Houston ground Omega 1147 tree with Yankee request taxi to the active east departure.
Omega 1147 tree taxi 2 and hold short of runway 8 right via taxiway November Bravo November Romeo November Alpha November Echo. Contact tower on 125.35 when ready. Houston ground Emirates 212 heavy requesting pushback. Emirates 212 heavy pushback request accepted. Houston ground SkyWest 6202 requesting pushback. SkyWest 6202 pushback request accepted. Houston ground Commute Air 4355 with Yankee ready to taxi IFR. Commute Air 4355 taxi 2 and hold short of runway 9er via taxiway Whiskey Kilo Whiskey Alpha Whiskey Hotel Whiskey Bravo Whiskey Golf Romeo Alpha Sierra Charlie. Contact tower on 127.3 when ready. Taxiing hold short runway 9er using taxiway Whiskey Kilo Whiskey Alpha Whiskey Hotel Whiskey Bravo Whiskey Golf Romeo Alpha Sierra Charlie Commute Air for 355.
Taxi to and hold short runway 8 right via taxiway November Bravo November Romeo November Alpha November Echo Omega 1147 tree.
On 125.35 when ready. Houston ground Commute Air 429er tree requesting pushback. Houston ground Commute Air 429er tree, no pushback tug is available to answer your request. Taxi to and hold short runway 8 right using taxiway Echo Charlie Echo Bravo November Romeo November Alpha November Echo Emirates 212 heavy. Houston ground SkyWest 6202 with Yankee ready to taxi IFR. SkyWest 6202 taxi to and hold short of runway 8 right using taxiway November Bravo November Romeo November Alpha November Echo. Contact tower on 125.35 when ready. Houston ground Commute Air 429er tree with Yankee ready to taxi IFR. Commute Air 429er tree taxi 2 and hold short of runway 9er using taxiway Whiskey Kilo Whiskey Alpha Whiskey Hotel Whiskey Bravo Whiskey Golf Romeo Alpha Sierra Charlie. Contact tower on 127.3 when ready. Taxi to and hold short runway 8 right via taxiway November Bravo November Romeo November Alpha November Echo SkyWest 6202. Houston ground Spirit Wings 2069er taxi to the gate. Spirit Wings 2069er taxi to gate Alpha Tree Echo using taxiway November Alpha November Kilo November Bravo November Delta November Charlie November Foxtrot Alpha Papa Romeo Oscar November. Taxiing hold short runway 9er using taxiway Whiskey Kilo Whiskey Alpha Whiskey Hotel Whiskey Bravo Whiskey Golf Romeo Alpha Sierra Charlie Commute Air for 29er tree. Taxiing to gate Alpha Tree Echo via taxiway November Alpha November Kilo November Bravo November Delta November Charlie November Foxtrot Alpha Papa Romeo Oscar November Spirit Wings 2069er. Houston ground United 19er Tree 9er requesting pushback. United 19er Tree 9er pushback request accepted. ground, United 19er requesting the end of pushback. United 19er request to end pushback received. Houston ground, United 19er with Yankee ready to taxi IFR. United 1 taxi 2 and hold short runway 8 right via taxiway November Juliet November Bravo November Romeo November Alpha November Echo, United 19er. Ground, United Tree 2-1 requesting pushback. United Tree 2-1. Houston Ground Air Shuttle 6 Tree 29er no pushback tug is available to answer your request. Houston Ground, United 685 requesting pushback. United 685 pushback request accepted. Roger, United 19er. Air Shuttle 6 Tree 29er with Yankee ready to taxi IFR. Air Shuttle 6 Tree 29er taxi 2 and hold short of runway 9er via taxiway Whiskey November Whiskey Bravo Whiskey Golf Romeo Alpha Sierra Charlie. Contact tower on 127.3 when ready. Houston ground, United 1326 requesting pushback. United 1326 pushback request accepted. Taxiing hold short runway 9er via taxiway Whiskey November Whiskey Bravo Whiskey Golf Romeo Alpha Sierra Charlie Air Shuttle 6 Tree 29er. Tower Emirates 212 Heavy at runway 8 right, ready for departure IFR to Dubai. Emirates 212 Heavy, altimeter 29er.7 tree, wind tree 58 at 5. Cleared for takeoff, runway 8 right. Cleared for takeoff, runway 8 right, Emirates 212 Heavy.
Houston Tower Omega 1147 tree at runway 8 right ready for departure to the east.
Omega 1147 tree, hold short, runway 8 right. Traffic is pulling on the runway. Omega 1147 tree, line up and wait.
Hold short runway 8 right Omega 1147 tree.
Emirates 212 heavy contact Houston departure on 132.25. Good day. One 132.25 Emirates 212 heavy. Goodbye. Omega 1147 tree, wind tree 58 at 5. Departure to the east approved. Cleared for takeoff runway 8 right.
Cleared for takeoff runway 8 right Omega 1147 tree.
V1.
Houston Tower United 2674 at runway 8 right, ready for departure IFR to Lindbergh. United 2674, line up and wait. Omega 1147 tree, continue for east departure. Omega 1147 tree, leaving my airspace frequency change approved.
Houston Tower Omega 1147 tree frequency change. Cleveland approach Omega 1147 tree is type-point 2 miles east of Houston 2,600 feet. Request clearance to transition Bravo airspace.
Omega 1147 tree, Cleveland approach. Squawk 5077.
Squawk 5077 Omega 1147 tree.
Omega 1147 tree radar contact 4 miles east of Houston, 4,100 feet. Clear through the Bravo airspace.
Cleared through the Bravo airspace Omega 1147 tree.
Omega 1147 tree, you're leaving my airspace radar service terminated, squawk 1200. Frequency change approved.
Squawk 1200. Frequency change approved Omega 1147 tree. Houston Center Omega 1147 tree is type-point 8 miles east of Houston 8,000 feet. Request flight following.
Omega 1147 tree, Houston Center. Squawk 51 tree.
Squawk 51 tree Omega 1147 tree.
Omega 1147 tree radar contact 8 miles northwest of 1 X-ray Sierra, 19,400 feet. Altimeter 29.7 tree.
Roger Omega 1147 tree.
contact. Continue to Wedry. Emirates 212 Heavy, climb and maintain 17,000 feet. Houston Center United 2112, Emirates 212 Heavy, Houston Center altimeter 29.72 radar contact. Continue to Wedry. Omega 1147 tree. Contact Houston Center on 124.7. Good day.
124.7 Omega 1147 tree. Goodbye. Houston Center Omega 1147 tree flight level 290.
Omega 1147 tree Houston Center radar contact. Continue.
Houston Center Omega 1147 tree flight level 270.
Omega 1147 tree Houston Center radar contact. Continue.
Omega 120 decimal tree Omega 1147 tree. Ryan approach Omega 1147 tree 10,500 feet.
Omega 1147 tree Ryan approach altimeter 29er decimal for 9er radar contact. Continue.
Ryan approach Omega 1147 tree. Request clearance to transition Charlie airspace.
Omega 1147 tree Ryan approach. Cleared through the Charlie airspace.
Cleared through Charlie airspace Omega 1147 tree.
Nope. 1,000. Traffic. Traffic.
Too low. Terrain.
What? What the
Sink
fuck?
rate. Too low. Terrain. Too low. Terrain. Too low. Terrain. Too
You
low.
done messed up,
Terrain.
Aaron!
Too low. Terrain.
Minimums.
Too low. Terrain.
Surely you can't be serious.
Too low.
I am serious. And don't call me Shirley.
Terrain. Too low. Terrain. Flaps. Too low. Flaps. Too low. Flaps. Too low. Terrain. Too low. Flaps.
Shut your
Just when I think you couldn't possibly be any dumber,
Don't sink. Don't
you
sink
go
rate.
and do something
20.
like this.
10.
And totally redeem yourself!
I got it.
Nice job, dumbass!
Well, a runway is closed. This is after it veered off that runway. Now, that plane full of passengers had to evacuate. A very scary situation. Fox 26's Jade Fleury live. So, Jade, what do we know?
Rashi, it's been hours since 77 landed and slipped off the runway. That plane still laying here behind me, tilted over with a wing on the ground. Says the flights in and out of the airport have not been affected by this event.
It was a lot of anxiety.
An aviation accident left a plane full of passengers shaken.
It was scary.
It took an unexpected turn.
It was smooth sailing until all of a sudden we're coming in and bang, and we're all sitting sideways.
The Boeing was turning off the runway when suddenly it veered off the tarmac and into the grass.
And then just actually feeling it, it was just like this huge jerk, and it was like, you know, what was that?
It was like he came in a little too hard, but then the plane started trembling. Next thing we know, that's when it tilted all the way to the left.
Cell phone video shows 160 passengers and 6 crew members being evacuated using air stairs. None of them were injured.
It was kind of terrifying. You know, it was kind of shocking to experience something so drastic like that.
The incident causing delays
Happen and have us delayed on our reservations for our rental and our hotel, and it's causing a lot of frustration.
Just grateful to the pilot who took care of us.